We love hip hop.
I am Adrian J.B. Homer, and you are now tuned in to Made in Canada, the birth of Canadian hip-hop. Before the world said Toronto, before the Six had a sound, before Canadian artists topped global charts, there was a spark, a movement rising in basements, community centers, and late-night block parties. From Toronto to Vancouver, from Scarborough to Halifax, this is the birth of Canadian hip-hop. Early roots. Hip-hop arrived in Canada through the airwaves. Signals drifting over the border from Buffalo, Detroit, New York. The sound of the Bronx echoed in the Canadian bedrooms, and young listeners felt something new, a rhythm that spoke to them. But Canada didn't just copy the movement. We remixed it, we reshaped it, we made it our own. Toronto's foundation. In Toronto, hip-hop grew from Caribbean communities who brought rhythm and fire with them. Reggae, dancehall, soca, hip-hop, all blended in courtyards and community halls, creating a sound the world hadn't heard yet. Mixtapes passed hand to hand, VHS tapes of dances and rent parties turned into rap battles. Every block had its own MC, its own story. Something was forming, even if no one had a name for it yet. The first breakthrough. Then came the early 90s, a turning point. Much music opened its doors, campus radio gave artists oxygen, and the country met its first rap stars. Amongst a few, Maestro, S. Blank, Dream Warriors, Mishi Me. When Let Your Backbone Slide dropped, Canada's hip-hop heartbeat went national. For the first time, hip-hop felt Canadian, across the country. But Toronto wasn't alone. Vancouver built a raw, independent sound full of political fire. Montreal shaped a bilingual style with French lyricism and Caribbean influence. The prairies and East Coast grew ciphers in gyms, youth centers, and after-school programs. Hip-hop was no longer a city movement. It was a Canadian movement. The struggle. But talent wasn't enough. There was no industry, no blueprint, no record labels eager to sign rappers. Artists recorded in basements, friends' bedrooms, and anywhere they could. Distributed their own tapes, promoted their own shows. The struggle didn't stop the sound, it shaped it. The global era. Then, the 2000s changed everything. A new wave rose from Toronto. Moody, melodic, atmospheric. A sound built in bedrooms and small studios by producers like Boy Wonder and 40. A wave carried by voices like Drake and The Weeknd. Suddenly the world wasn't just listening, it was echoing Canada's sound back to us. This wasn't overnight success. This was 30 years of groundwork, finally breaking through the surface. Today, Canadian hip-hop is global. From indigenous artists to French-Canadian trappers, from TikTok stars to underground lyricists, the culture continues to evolve. But it all started with kids recording rhymes in stairwells, freestyling under streetlights, and believing their voice mattered. Canadian hip-hop wasn't built in boardrooms. It wasn't crafted by executives. It was built by community, by passion, by struggle, by rhythm, by legacy. This is Canada's sound. This is Canada's story. This is the birth of Canadian hip-hop. Thank you for tuning in to Made in Canada, and stay tuned for more Made in Canada episodes featuring musicians, athletes, politicians, celebrities, and more. I am Adrian J.B. Homer, and this is Made in Canada.
We love hip hop.